Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand.
How about this? A fake they'll try to throw for. And the fake punt works. It's a first down. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run.
Chris, you got to wonder if the coaches knew they're going to fake this the first chance they got, or if this was an impulse decision by the head coach. Either way, it worked out great.
The quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Here's the handoff. Running with purpose. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. They'll try to run for the first down. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but
he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Set up. It's a first down play. And there's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
He's running out of time here. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Gators. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
West Virginia offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll run it to the left. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down at the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. You know, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
And the Mountaineers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The back's got it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Boy, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Catch made on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. Mountaineers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
The score, 14, West Virginia, 0.
They're going to run it. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, West Virginia. So with playoff pressure for the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And bulldozing his way through. And he's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down.
Well, Chris, you think over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Looking to chuck it again. Receiver makes the catch. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Complete. Second down coming up. They'll try the option play here. In the clear at the 25. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
West Virginia, 7.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. And the Mountaineers come up to the line in a hurry up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
First down, West Virginia.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
First down, West Virginia.
Keeper on the quarterback draw. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Brings up second and goal.
Ball back at the 6 for second and goal after that loss. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down and goal upcoming. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
It's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida offense retakes the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Offense getting set. It's second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Extending the play now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Bringing pressure. There's contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Now rolling out to his left. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. And the Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Accurate throw, catch made near the sideline. He does get the foot down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. He doesn't have enough for the first down.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. It's a turnover. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Will keep it on the ground with the counter play. Aiming for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Claire.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
31, West Virginia, 14.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Single back takes the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Play action fake, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Catch made, just enough of a gain to move the sticks. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
First down, West Virginia.
Ball handed off. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook could really open up on 2nd and inches.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Can he get there on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Mountaineers. It was a foot race, and he won it.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
And the PAT makes it a 10-point deficit, 31-21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
31, West Virginia, 21.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. They reach the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
You know, I don't want to get away from a jet sweep. I think it's a good call. This one just didn't work out. So now you're way behind on the sticks.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He finds the running back in the flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He makes the grab. Powers through a tackle. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Back behind the quarterback line in the pistol.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And now the running back's got it again. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just leading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
21.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer. And the Mountaineers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Well, we thought we'd see that world-class speed flash at some point today, Kirk, and there it was.
There it is. It's a thing of beauty when he gets out in the open field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. You got to give these defenders some credit. Yeah, they gave up a big play, but what you love is they didn't give up and just let him walk into the end zone. They were able to bring him down. Let's see if it pays off for them in these next few plays.
Looking to pass here on second down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, West Virginia. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Gets some blocks. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Play action here on first down. Looking right, this one caught.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
And the back gets the football. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Pressure is coming. And it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
It's a draw to the back. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Off target and incomplete.
I like the call here. Third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they add to the lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Mountaineers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Getting set. Here's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete on the final play of this quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score,
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Looking to throw yet again. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's fourth down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Now the 40, the 30, inside the 20, at the 10 now. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Let's it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Mountaineers. This quarterback on fire today.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. And it's up and good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that ball.
Important second down play coming up. He shreds the tackle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tack one for a loss.
Looking for the wideout. And he's got it. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
That is such a big pickup for this offense late in this game. You go play action pass on third down. You know, a lot of times you're caught up on the quarterback trying to sell it. But I think the entire offense does their job here. The defense is out of position, and they're able to convert.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. It's an option look. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 40. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds and try to preserve that clock.
And the Mountaineers come to the line to run the hurry up. Play action fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Running out of time in the pocket. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
What a play by this quarterback. We're talking about 3rd down. This is a critical time in this game, and he comes up with that play against this coverage. Everything's covered, uses his legs for not only a 1st down, but a touchdown.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. Here's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kurt? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. He's going to take off here. Fires it on the move. The pass is incomplete, but a flag is down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. The officials make the easy call. Quarterback was well past the line of scrimmage before throwing the ball. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Breaking free at the 35. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
1st down, West Virginia.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Mountaineers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
1st down, West Virginia.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Catch made by the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Mountaineers will have 1st and 10 here.
1st down, West Virginia.
He hands it off from the gun. Football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the 2nd half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They'll feed the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout taken by the defense with 30 seconds remaining.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
And this is going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play with his defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
Fielded at the 25.
Return is brought down at the 33. And your West Virginia Mountaineers will take over. 1st and 10.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming, and the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? And the offense recovers the fumble. And the offense spends a timeout, and the clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. 1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
First down, West Virginia.
Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about